boss who talent don't never doubt. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't mine.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dancing to his left. And this one too low.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Love eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going back to Love. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. First down, going to the air with Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 2nd down, Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Love. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football, and they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love. That is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively, lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Love. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a bit shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
Here's Love. That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Love now. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make them a score of 14-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Williams will try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jamal Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Slayton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Takes it at the 7.
Down. Go, 38.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second down. Here's an option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down. Love. He's going to look deep for more.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make it. Guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Back to throw here. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now, 28-21.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Again, he finds more.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Love. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because if you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flat when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, Carolina. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll set up a throw. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Darius Slayton from 6 yards away. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere. The most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build with